What's going on, guys? Austin here, or Luna. So I have a story today that involves getting caught smoking in school, and not weed, cigarettes. So there you go, you get a cigarette story. I have a few of them, and this one's funny because it involves middle school, and it was in that period where I was smoking cigarettes a lot. I've talked about it in older stories, how I went through this period where I was like smoking cigarettes. I actually smoked a cigarette in an abandoned house. I did an abandoned house story a long time ago, and in the house I was smoking cigarettes, and that was during the period where I just kept smoking and smoking, and it was not a good time. I don't know. Honestly, it was because I couldn't smoke weed. I don't know. I was just in some shit and I couldn't smoke weed, and that's honestly kind of why I started, to be honest. I don't know. I'll do a whole other video about that topic one day, but I went through this period where I started smoking cigarettes a lot, and this was through that period. So every day at my middle school, there's a period, 25 minutes before the first. Okay, no. When you get to school, there's a 25-minute period before class starts where you can just walk around with your friends and get breakfast. And that's when security isn't even there, because the security doesn't even end up showing up till about 8:20, and school actually starts at like 7:20. So we got there early, and we had so much time to just hang out and do whatever we wanted. And a bunch of my friends smoke cigarettes, and they still do to this day, and they probably will for years and years in the future to come. But those were actually, I still talk to all the people involved in the story too, which is funny. But basically what happened is they wanted to go in the bathroom. They do this all the time too, even in the high school. Every day before class, they go into the bathroom and smoke a cigarette and blow the smoke out the window, and they do it quick. And then after they're done smoking, they go out, they leave the bathroom and just quickly go to their classrooms. That way they don't get caught. So they still do this too, guys. I walked in the bathroom the other day, and it reeked like smoke. And this is why I was like, holy shit, I need to tell this story. So I went to the bathroom with my friends early in the morning to smoke a cigarette with them. And to be honest, it was during this time in my life where I honestly probably didn't even have to smoke, and I could be fine. I didn't need it at all. I didn't really have to. I was honestly just fine. I didn't have to smoke. I didn't have too big of I didn't have like an addiction or anything, but I was just doing it to get a head rush, which is fucked. So we go into the bathroom and we start smoking these cigarettes like it's a J rotation, like it's a circle, like a blunt. They lit up a cigarette. They were Newports. And they start fucking circling. It starts circling the room. It was me and a bunch of other people who smoke. And we're literally treating this cigarette like a fucking, we were like baking out the bathroom with cigarette smoke. They weren't even blowing it out the window, which you're supposed to do. So the whole room is covered in cigarette smoke, and we reek like cigarettes, and I have a bitchin' head rush, and I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck? Like, this is terrible. And my friend's trying to fan the smoke out the window, and he was doing a really good job, actually. Like, within 2 minutes, it wasn't even smoky in there. But it still smelled like fucking cigarettes. And then my friend busted out another one, and this time they were blowing it out the window, which is good. And I didn't smoke the second one. I wasn't in the mood to. I took like one hit, but I don't know. I just wasn't in the mood to. So they got done having the little fucking cigarette smoke sesh, and I still had a kind of a head rush, but it was, it was leaving. It was only like a 5-minute head rush, and it was starting to go away. And we had the door locked. The bathrooms in our school do have locks on the doors, because if there was ever an emergency where you'd have to lock the door, you need to do that. So we locked the doors, and they were locked for a long time. There was one person that came up to the door and knocked, and then we weren't even talking, so we were fine. But then a second knock came, and we didn't worry if people knocked on the door, because usually they'll knock, try and open it, and then just leave, and we weren't really worried about that. So once they leave, we're all good. But someone else came to the door and knocked, and they said, "Open up, I know there's people in there." So we can't fucking hop out the window. The window's way too small to fit a body out of, not to mention just like, we can't, there's no getting out of this. We had to open the door. We couldn't go through the window because, there's like a main entrance to the school right there, and you can't just roll out of the fucking window and have people see you doing it. There's really no getting out of this. We knew we were kind of fucked because we could tell it was an adult voice. So I immediately pussied out and went behind all my friends and let the biggest person open the door and just say, what? He opened the door, he's like, what? And the guy's like, what are you guys doing in here? And my friend just goes, what do you think we're doing? We're going to the bathroom. And the guy's like, really? Because it smells like smoke. And my friend just like, I don't know what you're smelling then, because it just smells like a dirty bathroom to me. And he's like, yeah, the bathroom is dirty. That's why I'm coming in here to clean it. Now get out. And that's exactly what he said to us. So we're like, oh shit, let's get the fuck out. So I was quick to get the hell out of there. I weaved through my friends, left, went to the hallway, immediately just sped walked down the hallway. took a left, went to my classroom, and sat there. And one of my friends who was actually in the bathroom with me goes to my class. So he came in the classroom too, and he's like, dude, what the fuck? And I just asked him, I was like, yo, what happened? I was out of there. He's like, I don't know, I was too. I don't know what happened. And after first period, we all met up again and straight up said, what happened? And what ended up happening is the janitor, it was a janitor, we found out, because later that day we saw him wearing his custodial, uniform thing. And the janitor basically, he's a janitor, guys. He can't really, he's not going to get us in trouble. He was an older guy, but also younger at the same time. He wasn't like a teacher's age. And what he ended up doing is he basically just let us off. He just told us to get the hell out. And then when we left, he cleaned the bathroom, sprayed some shit, and left. And thank God he did. So he's the real MVP for not getting us fucked over. But I thought I would just tell you guys this story because it was really funny. And I don't know. But don't smoke cigarettes in the bathroom or smoke anything in the bathroom because I've learned the hard way a couple times. And I have one about weed that I think you guys would get a kick out of that I'm going to, I don't know. I'll bring that out soon. But I love you guys so much. Leave a like if you enjoyed. It'd be sick if we could hit fucking 2K likes on this. That'd be insane. But leave a comment below if you've ever smoked anything in the bathroom if you have or if you've been caught doing it. I'm out, guys. Peace.